Ahoy me mateys, greetings mech warriors, hello ladies and gentlemen, this is TTB speaking and welcome back to Mechwarrior Online. And today guys, we are running the Corsair 6R in a full-on sandblasting configuration with 3x MRM 40. Look at that smile on this mech as he is sandblasting the targets away, and look at that peaking profile. You just have to expose the very top of your mech to be able to hit targets, which is amazing, let me tell you. And that combined with the tankiness of this mech build is going to be very nice for us. Let's go ahead and have a look at the loadout. Okay, so 3 MRM40s, and guys, you can alpha strike these twice at least, and then you can switch to chainfire, or you fire them in groups of 2 plus 1, whatever fits your fancy, but the important part is alpha strike 2 times. 3 MRM40s, light engine 335 for a total speed of 57 kph, firepower of 120 of course, and a pretty okay heat management in here. A little bit lowered in the right arm armor, but you don't really need that because the right arm is not that much of a shield. Important to note about this particular model is that it also comes with minus 5% heat from the get-go. That's a quirk, so that is also nice for us. Let's go ahead and have a look at the skill tree. I opted to go for full missile support except missile spread 2. I put the points rather in a heat gen to make sure that we generate as little heat as possible, because if we alpha strike 3 MRM40s at the same time, it is going to generate quite a bit of heat and we need to manage that properly. And of course I went into the survival tree. As you know, the Corsair is quite a tanky mech, so let's add a little bit more tankiness and a little bit more structure to really frustrate the enemy. And then I also went into operations, of course, since this mech is going to run a little bit hot. We need to make sure that we have a full cool run and heat containment. And last but not least, double cool shot, the mana potion that everybody loves, with cooldown, of course, as well. Well guys, that is the build. Let's go ahead and take that to the dropship, and I will see you there. Alrighty guys, here we are on the grim Plexus and moving towards the central area. We are playing domination. It is our job to hold the circle against the enemies and make sure that we kill all of them and still keep the circle, and that is exactly what I intend to do. At least that is the plan for now. Let's try and find some targets to shoot at. That is the more pressing concern, and I found an assault mech to the right. It's a Corsair broadside and he's slowly creeping up to the side, so let's go ahead and alpha strike and back into cover. And as you can see guys, the heat was only up to 54%, so you can alpha strike this twice, no problems, no issues. Here we go, another alpha strike in and back to cover. Beautiful. Taking a little bit too much fire here from that annihilator. I'm also overheating needlessly, and that shot was a little bit bad. You gotta make sure that you time your shots perfectly, guys. Since you're generating that much heat, don't overdo it like I just did, because that will force you into shutdown, and that is not healthy. Okay, let's swing on over to the right side to try and get onto that broadside, give him a broadside of our own, and then circle around to the right. He should fall any second now. There we go. He is dead, and this guy has war on the back of his mech. Beautiful, beautiful. That broadside is CT open. He should be dead with one shot. Any teammate can take him out easily. There we go. That's the second salvo I shot into nothingness because he decided to die not to my fire, but through the teammate's fire. That's unfortunate. But we just keep going. We just keep going with MRM40s. Stormcrow drops and we keep the NASCAR going. And of course we are leading the NASCAR because, well, we're an assault mech. That means we are the fastest mech on the battlefield, and that is why we are always up front. However, now we're seeing that the enemy team is already in the Gulf 7 area. That means we have to cut hard into the left side. There's no reason to go full circle here right now, guys, because that will just allow the enemy team to eat up my teammates from behind, and we don't want that. So we'll just try to hold over here. There's a cataphract coming in, the medium pulses, and LB20, and give a nice salvo from our MRMs and keep on pushing. And guys, you want to go for bigger targets with this build. This build lives by going onto big, scaly, tanky assault mechs, and that is what it's designed to destroy. That's what it's designed to strip of their armor, of their structure, and of their lives. So unfortunately right now I can't really shoot because there is too much of a melee going on here. So we'll have to find a different position, and that means going to the right side and hopefully finding some targets there. We have 80% of our mech left, so we are still in the green zone. The cataphract should be in the red zone and should be dead with one more shot. There we go, we claim him. And now, yeah, this charger coming in. He's got a brawling setup, so we need to be a little bit careful here. I'm just going to follow my friend here with the Corsair 5R. and provide some backup for him, hopefully. Let's see, we are 6 kills over 5, so this is very, very close right now. There's the Annihilate again. The team unfortunately closed the curtain and I could not fire on him anymore, and I've still got teammates dancing in front of me. That's okay. Got one shot in and we get out of there again. Now we need to be very, very careful here. We have taken quite a bit of damage now, and the enemy team is now aggressively pushing on our side. Just gonna move and shoot at the same time. That's the beautiful thing that you can do, guys, with MRMs. You can move into a direction and basically leave that direction as you're shooting your MRMs and do quite a bit of damage that way and get to cover at the same time. Let's go onto the charger, take him out with our teammates, and then shut down because it was way too hot in the mech. So as I said, guys, be very, very careful with your heat management with this. It has a great alpha strike, but you need to manage your heat correctly. Let's go in on the Annihilator, go on the side torso if we can, and hopefully help take him down because he's still shooting with his LB-10s, and that is scary. There's a guy coming into the middle right now, so again we move and we shoot and keep moving. Okay, that is side torso bye-bye, unfortunately. Our side torso exploded. You know how light fusion engines work. If the side torso explodes, you get a heat spike into your CT, which then took out my weapons, which took out my life, and I am dead, lying on my back, but I'm still spinning and I'm still grinning, and that is what it's all about, guys. Oh, I'm just telling the team, too many robobots blocking my missiles this round. As the assassin tumbles down the mountainside with eyes and lipstick, because as an assassin you always want to have lipstick on your face. 1 killing blow, 7 assists, 1 solo kill, 4 kill most damage dealt, 1074 damage done with 3 components taken out. This could have been easily 1300 damage with better shooting and better heat management, but overall pretty nice match and pretty good effort on the enemy team, especially Phantom Archer, who always delivers on point. Okay, guys, jumping into the next match right here on Frozen City Night, and I want to show you guys what to do when you're spawning on this map as an assault mech and you're spawning low ground Bravo 4. You need to get out of that low ground ASAP, and you cannot go into Charlie 5. The enemy assaults are going to be there like this, so don't do that, guys. Get out of there and get into the Bravo 3 area, because that will allow you to join up with the rest of your team, and that will keep you safer and will keep you from dying horribly. And don't ask me how I know that. I just do. From experience, unfortunately. Okay. Hello there, Mr. Okimech. Can I pass? Yes? Perfect. Okay. So now we are in cover, and now we can start shooting the enemy targets, shooting the bad guys, and helping our team, fighting alongside that broken, what is that, plane. And there's an Annihilator, Charlie, and he's duck-eyeing me already. I don't like that. He's got a friend, though, and he's also moving towards the broken plane. Let's drop the RD at the plane fin and keep on moving. That's an Urbi or something, never mind. I think we have to push into the Charlie 3 side now. There's nothing over in Bravo 4 that would basically mean that I should stay there. But the Annihilator, that is a prime target for us. Let's go in with our buddy, cross in behind him, and go full on alpha on the Annihilator CT. Switching over to a Delta, another Corsair, MRMs, and LB-10s. Interesting build, actually. I might want to steal that. Let's go ahead and really blast him down. Alpha strike to the CT. Overheat, but that's okay because my teammate is up front and he's going to tank for me at this point in time. And now we can go ahead and give him another salvo. Beautiful. This time I just shot 2 of my MRM-40s. As you can see, the third one would have driven me into overheat and melted my mech. So, as I said, be careful with your heat management, guys. It's very, very important. Okay, come on, guys. No traffic jams. Move! Fly forward, my minions. Let's go ahead and kill the Annihilator. It's a 1X with medium pulses and Gauss rifles. That is a very, very dangerous build. If you see that, do not brawl with this. It is going to annihilate you so fast you wouldn't believe it. So, however, we do have teammates that are going in on him. He is CT dead, perfect, and we're just keeping the push going. 3 kills over 1 at this point in time. Things are looking good. However, my mech is not looking as pristine as it should be. So, it might be a little dicey, especially since the enemy team is pushing around Charlie 3 right now, and we just lost an MRM's launcher. Ouchie! That is painful. India Corsair is almost fresh still, and Kilo is also not looking too shabby. Yeah, he's also pretty fresh, so that is a problem. So we've got 3 assault mechs, there's another broadside coming in, also almost fresh. Whew. Okay, things are getting dicey. Let's go ahead and help our teammate with Foxtrot. And since we have the MRM-40s, we are very good at removing armor in blank states. Okay, there we go. Took him down, and now we can help out with Juliet. He's got ECM, but apparently he's been hit by a PPC or something, because ECM is being cancelled. So we're going to go ahead and help again our teammate here, since he's tanking for us, which is very, very nice. And that cataphract should fall any second now. We lost our left torso, so I'm just a 1 MRM40 platform now. I'm basically an urban mech. That is okay. I like to be a big-ass urban mech. There we go. We shoot the enemy target and we tank with our dead side now, because that will allow us to sponge up quite a bit of damage. Shoot, twist, and tank. That is the name of the game right now. Just trying to survive as long as possible, because the match is very, very close. And the goal for me is very simple right now. Tank as much as possible, do as much damage as possible with my MRM40, and keep my teammates alive if I can. That broadside is a city open now. One more look from a teammate will take him down. Nope, never mind. He overheated. So we can go ahead now onto the Warhammer, and he's got a Nova buddy and another assault mech around the corner. So again, we are tanking. Oh, the bludgeon is also pretty fresh still. Why are these guys so fresh? Why? Okay, we'll have to deal with it somehow. Okay, there's the next Corsair coming in. We give him a nice salvo with the MRM40, and twist, and shoot, and twist. Hopefully somebody in the team kills him now. Yep, there we go. And we go in, one more shot onto the bludgeon, walking away and finally dying, but that's okay, guys. I think we tanked almost through our whole mech here, so that was nice. Let's go ahead and have a look at how the rest of the match develops. We have a linebacker in the fight right now.
Destroyed.
We do have an annihilator still alive, so that is good. The enemy team has an urban mech, and as we all know, guys, the urban mech is one of the mightiest mechs on the battlefield, so we need to be very, very afraid of this guy, especially if they are relatively fresh, because they are basically assault mechs in the light mech division. Somebody misplaced them. They're walking tank eggs. But the good thing is, we are 11 kills over 9. He's the last guy on his team, and he finally falls and slides down the plane and into the ditch where he belongs. Beautiful round. Nice round. Lots of damage and lots of tanking. That's how I like my matches. 1 killing blow, 11 assists, 1 solo kill, 2 KMDDs, 983 damage done with 1 component taken out. Guys, if you like this type of content, go ahead and check out my Patreon page, become an active supporter of the channel. Thanks for watching, TTB out.